Every day as business owners and salespeople, we start the day at the same starting line. But your day is full of obstacles and diversions. Keeping yourself focused on growing your business and maximizing revenue is a challenge. This podcast is designed to help you get better every day so you can meet and exceed the challenges as they come your way. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. Let's dominate the day. In this series of your online presence, we talked yesterday about having a good website and how a website is the foundation of your online presence. The better your website, the better your online presence. Of course, the other way, well, you need to start over. So, if you have a good website, let's go to the next step. What's the next thing you should concentrate on to have a successful online presence? Drum roll, please. Google My Business. Google My Business. Every business should have a Google My Business. It's how your business shows up in Google Maps. Google Maps for home service businesses attracts over 60% of the search traffic. And that search traffic, 60% of that search traffic terminates in Google Maps. And Google My Business is how you set up your Google Maps listing. So there's a couple of things, and let's walk through what those things are you should do with Google My Business. First of all, the name. The name is very important, and if you already have a business name, then you need to post your name. You need to post your name. And so, post your name. However, if you haven't set up your name yet, you should utilize a DBA. Go to your state, Secretary of State, or wherever business filings are held, and develop a DBA. What DBA should you use? You should use real simple keyword plus city. That should be your DBA. Seriously. Our company name was ProServe Group. Our DBA was Pressure Wash Cincinnati. Why should you do that? Well, the name is one of the strongest ranking factors with Google My Business. But if you use a BS name, you can get suspended and lose your Google My Business. So don't do that. Next, address. As a service business, sometimes we have our business out of our house. We don't have a location. If that's the case, then you should not show your address. However, if you have a location, show your address. Whenever you doubt, show your address, because showing your address means that your pin marker will show up on the Google map, and it's much easier to rank with an address than without an address. But if you don't have a business location, don't show your address. Next thing is category. This is the primary service, what you develop. So, for instance, our business was pressure washing, so our main category was pressure washing service. Not every service has categories, so you have to go find what the category closest is to your business. For instance, junk removal companies. There isn't a category yet that is called junk removal service, so there's a couple of different categories that you can use. Google allows you to use up to 9 categories, but that first category you pick is your primary category, and you want to make sure that it's closest to your business as possible, and then add in the other categories that apply to your business. Services. You should list every single service that you provide, and if you have the time, and you should take the time, add a description for each service you provide. Photos. Photos are important, very important. You should have at least 100 photos. A quick tip, go to your Facebook page. There are tools that will allow you to download the photos, download those photos, keyword name them based upon the services you provide, then add them to your Google My Business. Do this constantly and consistently to maintain a flow of photos. Posts. You should post regularly. How many times? Well, I suggest twice daily, but worst case, once weekly. Why twice daily? Well, we found with tests that twice daily posts allow you to rank in the Google Maps much easier and better. Google site, the website on the Google My Business. Click on that website, you go to it, and if you've added posts, you've added photos, you've done everything, you have a website. Publish it. It should not be your primary site. It's a Google site, but it assists you with ranking your primary site should be listed under info under URL, not this website. This is a Google site that gives you some ranking ability. Finally, go to your website. Hopefully it's a WordPress after yesterday. Go to the footer, embed the Google Maps link. Follow these items. Do activity daily on your Google My Business. You'll dominate the day.